This is the Roulette Master, and I just know you're going to love today's roulette system. This was sent in by Ron Clivio, who had a system that went really far in the bracket challenge. Today's system's called the Eagle, and he says it's incredible. I've tested it and done really well so far, so I can't wait to share it with you. Today, it's going to go up against Randall's system that won the bracket challenge in a head-to-head matchup, and each one's going to have $10 units and $2,000 bankroll. But each one can be played with dollar units and a $200 bankroll. So keep that in mind. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to set the timer once the bets are placed. Randall's second column, second dozen system is going to go first for the first 15 minutes. And then that'll be followed by the Eagle for 15 minutes, which, again, guys, I think you're going to absolutely love. Let's go ahead and get started. And here we go. So $10 on second dozen and $10 on second column. The timer is set for 15 minutes, and here we go. Okay, so we started out with a $10 win. We're up 10. Let's just rebet and spin. Here we go. And that's an 8 black. Let's see what we get here. And that's a $10 win because we hit the second column. So we're up 20 now. And let's spin. As long as you hit one of the two, it's a win, and you don't increase the size of the bet. That is a 24 black. That's another $10 win, and we're up 30. Let's rebet and spin. And man, I can't wait to see which one of these systems makes the most money in 15 minutes today. I think they're both fantastic. So another $10 win there. We're up 40. Here we go again. Let's see what we get here. All right, and that's a 14 red. And that's what you want. You want column and 12. We just won there, and now we're up $80. So that's what you want, is to hit the column and the 12. We're still on the original bet of 10 each, and let's spin. So after a minute 15, we're already up pretty good with this one. And there's another $10 win. Up 90 now. All right, here we go. Man, this is going to be a good one, guys. Make sure you watch the whole thing because you're going to love the Eagle by Ron Clivio. And I think this one is proven also to be fantastic, and it won the bracket challenge. Now we have 20 each, 40 total. Again, this is a $2,000 bankroll for $10 units. Both systems are, but you can play both of them with dollar units and a $200 bankroll. So keep that in mind for anyone that doesn't want to bet that much. And we're up 90. And here we go. And once you're in or close to session profit, you can go back to $10 on each again. So let's do that. And here we go. That's a 0. That's a loss. So we will increase. You can see we're still up 70 even after that loss. So now we'll have 20 on each. Really important to keep track of your session profits so you know when you're close to it, when you can restart. And that's a 35 black. That is a win. So now we're up 90. You can make that back up pretty quickly with this system. And here we go. That's a 12 red. Okay, we lost that one, so let's increase again. Now we have 30 on each, and let's spin. We're going to increase 1 unit after losses. When we win and we're not in session profit, we just keep the bet the same. But there's another loss, so let's increase again. You can see now that took a little toll on us. We're minus 10, but that's just because we haven't hit yet on this one. So we're going to continue to increase by 10 after losses, and that's a 5 red. That's a $40 win. We will take it. We're back up 30. But we're not in session profit, so we're just going to keep the bet the same and spin again. Here we go. That's a 28 black. And that's a loss, so we'll increase again. We're minus 50. So now we will have 50 on each. And once these bets get up here and we hit a column and a 12 at the same time, you're going to be amazed at how quickly it recovers. And there's another loss, though. We're on a little bit of a losing streak here, and that's okay. We're going to have 60 on each. Now we're minus 150, and let's spin. That's why we have the $2,000 bankroll or $200 bankroll if you're using dollar units. We lost again, so lots of losses. We're minus 270, but you'll notice once we get a win on one of those columns and dozens at the same time, we'll be right back in business like I was just saying. That's 11 black. We'll take a nice $70 partial win and just rebet and spin. Again, when you get a win and you're not in session profit or close to, you just keep the bet the same. And that's a 20. That's a good one, guys. We just won 280. We hit the column and the 12. And if you're close to session profit, when you hit that jackpot number, restart, even if you're not exactly there. So we're going to do that, and we're back to 10 on each. And here we go. You got to play smart. We're almost 5 minutes in out of 15, and that's a 9 red. We're going to increase because we lost. We're up 60. And let's spin. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. That is an 18 red. That's a good one. And that's a nice $10 win. We'll take any win. We're up 70. You know that anything in the second 12 is going to be good because you know it's a win. And same thing with second column. But that's a 15 black there. There's another $10 win, and we will take those to the bank. We're up $80. And let's spin again. And here we go. Okay, that's a 13 black. There we go. And now we're up 90. We're picking up $10 each with each of those partial wins, even at the base level. And that's a 6 black there. And that's a loss. So we'll go up 1. So let's add those back in. And here we go. 10 to each. And now we have a $40 total bet. And let's spin. All right, here we go. That's a 1 red. And that's a loss, so we'll increase again. Now we have 30 on each, 60 total. And we're just waiting for some good wins and get close to session profit again. That's a 19 red. Again, anytime you hit 1 in the second 12, you know you're at least winning something. And we're up 60. We're just going to rebet and keep the bets the same because we're not in session profit, but we won. And that's a 00 there, so we know that's a loss. Okay, so we increase again, and temporarily we're back to 0, but that's just because we haven't hit yet. And here we go. We're 7 minutes in out of the first 15 minutes of this challenge. That's a 31 black. That's a loss, so let's increase again. $50 on each, 100 total. And here we go. That's 13 blacks, and we know we got at least a partial win there. And we won 50. We're minus 30 total. We'll keep it at 50 on each, and let's spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a 7 red. That's a loss, so temporarily we're down 130. But let's go ahead and add 10 to each again. And again, once we hit one of these columns and 12s at the same time, it's going to really pay off. There's a 23 red right there. And we just did it. Look at that, guys. We're up 110 all of a sudden there. So that's why this one won the bracket challenge. It's a really good system, but the bankroll is really important. So if you're going to use $10 units, make sure you have the $2,000 bankroll. If you're going to use dollar units, have a $200 bankroll. And that's a 14 red there. And that's another one back to back. We're up 150 now. So let's spin again here and see what we get. We're 8 minutes, 17 seconds in of the first 15 minutes of the challenge. And that's an 8 black. It's another nice $10 win. We'll take those all day long. And we're up 160. All right, let's spin again. Here we go. Okay, that's a 21 red. Again, when we hit the second 12, we know we're going to win. And now we're up 170. And let's spin again. Here we go. 8 minutes, 45 seconds in out of 15. That's a 6 black. That is a loss. So let's go ahead and increase. So now we'll have 20 on each, 40 total. And let's spin again. Here we go. So it looks like we have about 6 minutes left of this first system. And we hit another 0 there. So let's increase again. And we're up 110. Now we have $60 total, 30 on each, and we're spinning away. Here we go. That's a 13 black. That's a win. We'll take the $30 and let's rebet and spin again. Another thing I want to talk to you about is if you get a lot of partial wins like we just got there, you do not have to have a jackpot win to restart. And for instance, there's another one right there. So let's go ahead and restart even though we haven't hit the jackpot, because if you get enough partial wins, now we're back to 10 each, then you can restart just like if you hit both the column and the 12. So that's 11 black there. That's a $10 win, and we're up 180. Let's rebet and spin. Anytime you get a chance to restart, go ahead and do it, because safety is number one when you're playing roulette, and always remember that. So we're up 190. You want to protect your assets as much as possible and leave a winner. So that's a 4 black. Okay, so we're up 170. We lost that one. So now we're at 20 each again, 40 total. 10.5 minutes in out of the first 15 minutes of the challenge. And that's a 16 red. That's a $20 win. We will take it. And let's rebet and spin. Here we go. That's a 29 black. That's another win. And again, we can restart without hitting a jackpot because we got a couple partial wins in a row there. That's really key. So here we go again. And even if you're not exactly in session profit, as long as you're close, go ahead and restart any chance you get. We lost there. So we will increase to 20 each, 40 total. 11 minutes, 10 seconds in out of the first 15 minutes of the challenge. And that is a 3 red. Okay, we lost. We're up 150. So let's increase each of those by 1 unit. 30 each, 60 total. Here we go. All right. That's a 28 black. And that's a total loss. So let's, we're up 90 now. So we're going to increase each of those by 1. But again, we're just only up 90 because we haven't hit yet. And once we do, we should be back in business. That's a 5 red. That's a nice partial win. And let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Again, if you get multiple partial wins in a row, that's just as good as a jackpot. And that's a 9 red. That's a loss there, and that drops us back to 50. So let's increase again. But we're only at 50 because we haven't hit one in a little bit. And once we do, if we're patient, we'll be in good shape. So that's an 8 black. That's a nice partial win. We're back up 100. So let's just rebet and spin. And here we go. That's a 00 though. That's not good. So we will increase again, and that will temporarily drop us back to 0. But that's just because we haven't hit yet. Now we have 60 each, 120 total. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. Oh my goodness, 00. That's not good, guys. That's okay though. That's why we have a $2,000 bankroll. And now we'll have 70 on each, 140 total. And here we go. Oh my goodness, that's not good. That can happen when you play roulette though, guys. 00, 00, 00. Wow. We're going to need a jackpot number before long now. And but we still have our bankroll, and we still have, you know, the $2,000 we started with. That's a 2 black. That's a nice partial win. But we're going to need more than that partial win eventually, or just lots of partial wins. But let's repeat, keep the bet the same because we won, and try to get back into this. So that's a 30 red, and that's a loss. So keep track of that. We still have plenty of bankroll left. We're going to add 1 to each. We're at 180 total, 90 on each of those. And we're getting some bad numbers today, but that can happen. That's a 14 red. And there's a good number. So, all right. So let's keep the bet the same because we're not in session profit or close to. And let's see if we can get another win. This could be a nice comeback. Let's see what we get. That's a 26 black. All right. So let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Keep the bets the same. We're 14 minutes, 9 seconds in. And that's a 10 black. That's a loss, so let's increase. We still have plenty of bankroll. And let's spin. All right, let's see what we get here. We have about 30 seconds left. That's a 13 black. It's a nice partial win. We're back up 30. Let's repeat the bet at 100 each until we're close to session profit. Here we go. That's a 7 red. And that's a loss. So let's rebet and spin. And here we go. And that's a 17 black. All right, that's a good win there. $440. We're up 270 and time just ran out. What a comeback. That was close call there, guys. So Randall's system made $270 in 15 minutes, and I can't wait to share with you Ron Clivio's Eagle system, and it's coming right up here. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about that system as well to make money at the casino. Again, this was Randall's system that won the bracket challenge, just won $270 in 15 minutes. Fantastic system, and I'm really impressed with this Ron Clivio Eagle system that's coming up here. So here we go, and let's go ahead and get started with that and see if it can make more than $270 in 15 minutes. All right, it's time, guys, for the Eagle Roulette system by Ron Clivio. Let's place the bets first, and then we'll set the timer for 15 minutes and see if it can take out Randall's Roulette system that just made $270 in 15 minutes. Let's place the bets here first, and here we go. And then we're going to have $40 on second 12. The rest of these corner bets have 10. That's an $80 total bet. Let's set the timer and let's spin. Here we go. And let's see what we get here, guys. That's a 35 black. We'll start with a $10 win. We're up 10. And let's spin again. And I'll show you everything you need to know about this one. Again, it's a $2,000 bankroll, $10 units. However, you can play it with dollar units and a $200 bankroll. So anyone can play this. We are up 20 now. Let's spin again. And obviously you get a much bigger payout if you hit the second 12 like we just did there. And that's a $40 win. We're up 60 now. And let's spin. Here we go. All right. That's a 28 black. Another win. We're up $70. All right, let's spin again. Here we go. That's a double zero, so that one's not good, but that's okay, guys. We lost 80, but we're going to increase everything by 1 unit now. And on this first one's the only one you can hit the double because you're just increasing by 1 unit from 1 to 2. Now we have a 160 total bet, and let's spin. Let's see what we get here. And that's a 19 red. That's a good one. And we're back up 70, so let's restart. So let's go back to the original $80 bet and spin. Again, anytime with these systems, if you have a chance to restart and you're close to session profit, go ahead and do that and be smart about it. So that's a loss. So we're going to increase by 1 unit. So it goes from 80 to 160. That goes from 40 to 80 on the second 12, and then from 10 to 20 on the corners. That's a 31 black, and that's another loss. So temporarily we're down, but now we're going to add 10 to each on the corners, and then 40 each time we lose on the second 12. That's a 240 total bet. That's why you need the $2,000 bankroll or $200 bankroll for if you're using dollar units, and that's a 17 black. That's a nice $120 win. We're not in session profit though, so we're going to stay right there. We're going to keep the bets the same, and let's see if we can get some more second 12s. But that's a 28 black, and we'll take a nice $30 win there, but we'll keep the bet the same. Again, we're at 240 right now, and let's spin. That's a 19 red. That's a good one. Okay, so we're up 100. Let's go ahead and restart back to 80. Again, anytime you get a chance to restart, go ahead and do that. Be smart about it, and you've got to protect the assets that you have. And that's 25 red. That's a nice $10 win. We're up 110. And let's spin again. We're 3 minutes 5 seconds in out of the 15 minutes of the second part of this challenge. And that's a 25 red. All right, so we're up 120. Let's rebet and spin at the original $80 amount, 40 on the second 12 and 10 on the corners. That's a 0 though, that's a loss. So we're gonna increase. Here we go. Now we have 160 total, and let's spin. That is a 7 red. Okay, that's a nice $20 win. We're up 60. We'll keep the bet the same because we're not in session profit or close to yet. And here we go. That's a 6 black. And that's a nice $20 win. So we're up 80. Still at that 160 level. And we're 4 minutes in out of 15. That's a 5 red. That's another nice $20 win. We're up 100. And if you get enough partial wins, you can go ahead and restart. Let's see what we get here first. That's a 25 red. Okay, so I think that's enough partial wins to restart. So let's go back to 80. Again, it doesn't have to be exactly session profit, but close to. Restart and do the best job you can of keeping track of that session profit, and just use your best judgment. So we're up 40 now. We lost there, and now we're at 160 because we just increased by 1 unit, and that is 11 black. That's a nice $20 win, but we're not in session profit, so we'll keep the bet the same at 160. We're almost 5 minutes in out of the 15 minutes of the challenge. That's a 14 red. That's a nice $80 win. Let's go ahead and restart now. We're back up 140. So here we go, back to 80 again. Back to where the bet started with 40 on second 12 and 10 on the corners. And that's a 27 red. Okay, that's a loss, so we'll increase again. Again, the first one's the only one you can double because you're going from 1 to 2, and then after that you just increase by 1 unit. But you're basically increasing by 1 unit every time. And there's a nice $80 win. We're back up 140, so let's restart back to 80. And spin, here we go. 5 minutes, 34 seconds in out of the 15 minutes. That's a 5 red. We'll take a nice $10 win all day long, and here we go again at the $80 original bet amount. That's 11 black, and we're up 160 now. We'll just continue to bet at the original amount, and we're 6 minutes in now out of 15 minutes on the second part of this challenge, and there's another $10 win. We're up 170. Let's spin again at 80. Here we go. This is exciting. I love both these systems. That's a 20 black. That's a nice $40 win. We're gonna let me check our balance here. Okay, we're up 210, and we're still at the base level, so we don't increase or anything like that because we're right where we started. We're just getting some nice wins here. We're up 210 now, and that's a 15 black. That's a good one. Each one of those pays $40. We're up 250 now. All right, let's spin. Here we go. All right, 00. So we know that's a loss. Let's increase, and that drops us back to 170. We'll increase by 1 unit. Now we have 160 total instead of 80. And 7 minutes in out of 15. Here we go. That's a 30 red. That's a loss, so that drops us back to 10. But that's okay. We just need to get a win, and we're going to add 10 to each of the corners, and then 40 to the second 12. And that's a 240 total bet. And let's see if we can get some second 12 numbers here. That's a 35 black though, but it is a win. We'll take $30 all day long. So we're up 40. Let's just rebet and stay at 240 total. And we're 7 minutes, 31 seconds in of the 15 minutes in this part of the challenge. That's a 16 red. That's a $120 win. So we can restart now. We're not quite up to where we should be, but that's okay. Again, anytime you get a chance to restart, even if you're somewhat close to session profit, go ahead and do it. Be smart about it, and it'll take you a long way. There's a nice $10 win, and sure, we would have, if we had waited a couple more, We would have made a lot more on that spin right there, but it's I think it's anytime you have the chance to restart, go ahead and do that. And there's a nice $40 win. See, we already made it back up anyway. So, be smart. Anytime you have a chance to restart, please do that. And it'll benefit you in the long run. There's a 36 red. All right, you can see we're already back up 220, even though we played it a little bit safe, and that's okay. So we're 8 minutes, 30 seconds in out of the 15 total. That's a 13 black. And that is a win. We're up 260. So see how quick we made that back up anyway? So that's why if you're just even anywhere near session profit and you're comfortable, restart. And that's a nice $40 win. We're up 300 now. So here we go again. 9 minutes in out of 15 now. That means we have 6 minutes left in this second part of the challenge. That's a 16 red. And we're up 340. And if you do go on a run of second 12s eventually, that's when you want to cash out. But obviously we're going to play for the full 15 minutes because of this challenge, and that's a 36 red. But if I was playing and I was on a streak like this, I'd cash out with the 350 profit right now. So keep that in mind, and be smart when you're playing. Just like Sonny always says, get in, get out, right? If you get up a lot, you cash out and take your money with you. All right, we're up 360, and let's spin again. Sonny said he had a really good week at the casino last week, and I love hearing all of your guys' stories on emails or comments, and that's a nice $40 win. We're up $400 now. This Eagle Roulette system is fantastic, and so is Randall's system that won the bracket challenge. So this is a fun day having two great roulette systems like this. And there's a loss, and let's increase. So we're going to go from 80 to 160. That's 1 unit. So we're not really, even though we're technically doubling, we're just going up a unit each time. That's a 24 black. And we're back up 400, so let's drop back to the $80 bet. And we're 10 minutes, 15 seconds in out of 15. And here we go. That's a 0 though, so we know we lost that one. So we will increase. That dropped us back to 320. We'll increase by 1 unit from 80 to 160. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 12 red. All right, we lost, so let's increase again. That dropped us back to 160. And here we go. We're going to add 10 to each and 40 to second 12. It's always the same. That's what's so great about this as well. You're always going to increase after losses by the same amount. And that's a 7 red. And that's a $30 win, but it doesn't put us quite far enough ahead yet. So let's stay at this 240 bet level. See if we can get another win. That's a 27 red. And that's a loss, so let's increase again. So 10 on each. And then, that's on the corners. Then we always increase by 40. Now we have a 320 total bet. That's why you need the $2,000 bankroll or $200 bankroll if you're using dollar units. That's a 25 red. That's a win. And let's stay right there at 320. We're 11 minutes, 40 seconds in. And that's a 21 red. That's a good one. It's a $160 win. Let's stay right there at 320 and see if we can get a little closer to session profit. And that's a 1 red. That is a loss. So we have to increase again. So 10 on the corners. 40 on the second 12. $400 total bet. Again, we have our $2,000 bankroll, so we can do that. We're 12 minutes, 15 seconds in. That's a 20 black. That's a good one. Okay, we're back up 30. Let's repeat that bet until we get a little closer to session profit. Let's see if we can get back-to-back wins. And we did. 14 red. Look at that, guys. So that gets us back up 230. That's close enough for me. Let's go back to 80 and be smart. Here we go. If you get up there in the amounts of the bets and you get close to something you're happy with, restart. That's a 6 black. All right, so we're up 240 now. Let's keep it at 80 here and spin. We're 12 minutes, 54 seconds in out of the 15 minutes, and there's a double 0. So That's another reason when you have a chance to restart, go ahead and do so. You never know when those zeros and double zeros are going to pop back up. Now we're at 160. We're increased by a unit on each of those, and that's a 9 red. That's another loss. So that gets us back to all to even, but that's just because we haven't got some hits yet. And when you increase the bets, once you get on a nice run, it gets you back up where you can cash out nicely. And we're 13 minutes, 31 seconds in. That's a 33 black. Okay, we'll take a nice $30 win there. Let's rebet and spin at 240 again. Here we go. That's a good one, guys. That's a 17 black. Back up 150. Let's stay at 240 here. Try to get another win. That's a 32 red. All right, that puts us up 180. We'll stay at 240 here until we get a little closer. And that's a 6 black. Okay, so we're up 210. Let's stay there. See if we can get another win. We're 14 minutes, 20 seconds in. And look at that, 16 red. Wow. $330 profit. Let's go back to the 80. And spin. Here we go. That's fantastic. Here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 36 red. There's a nice $10 win. We're up 340. And let's spin again. Here we go. That's a 32 red. Another win. Now we're up $350 and time just expired. So the champion today is this new Eagle Roulette system by Ron Clivio with $350 of profit. However, the first system did fantastic as well. The winner of the bracket challenge, Randall. So really they're both winners today, even though Ron Clivio's new Eagle Roulette system won today. They're both fantastic systems. What you need for both of them is patience and bankroll. And make sure that if you do use a $200 bankroll instead of $2,000, that you use dollar units instead of $10 units. Play smart and protect the assets that you have. When you have a chance to reset, go ahead and do that. And then once you get in a good position, cash out before things go back the other way. And so play smart, have fun. I hope you're really enjoying the channel. Please give it a like and subscribe if you are enjoying the channel. And the people in this community are fantastic. I love everybody and love seeing your comments and emails. Please send in your systems to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And also let me know who you'd like to go up against with your system when you send it in. That would be awesome. Again, $350 profit on Ron Clivio's new Eagle Roulette system. And this is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.